to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Hey, easy, route.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. This one caught left side, that's 3. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards.
First and goal.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and
that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Here we go. 118. That's it.
Here's Stroud. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
18. That's it.
Second down. Here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's it. 118.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10.
That's it. 118. That's it.
They'll go right back to Mixon. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
All right.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. And the stop.
48-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
What's that? 118. What's that?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
First and 10.
Oh, ready? 118. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Texans.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Texans first down.
32-yard line.
Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most.
2 yards on the
Antonio
field.
Johnson
It's
there
second
on the
and
stop.
8.
Second down and 8.
Oh, ready?
Stroud. Forced out wide. Taking off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
C.J. Stroud.
And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
Third and 3.
Third down and 3.
Here we go. Let's go. Ready? Snap.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to have the first down and then some.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
The 11-yard line.
Now it's second and 1.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And the Texans are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
10 yards.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal.
What a great
at the
run
1-yard
down here
line.
inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A A pickup there
It's
of
a gain
28
of 28
yards.
yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's going to run it. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after. Pickup of a yard.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ready. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for ETN. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 20.
Now it is 1st and goal.
That's another Jaguars.
To throw is Lawrence. Well, broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Brings up second and
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
He was taken
And now
down
with that
behind
stop
the line
on
of
second and
scrimmage.
goal, the defense really
The play
flips
lost
the
a
advantage
yard.
to their own
It's now
favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third
It's a
quarter.
gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 9-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
All right.
On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the fourth quarter. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10.
On the quick, right? 18.
Stroud to throw. Open man, downfield. It's Nico Collins. And work him down up beyond the 30.
19 yards.
Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this
First
one.
and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
Here we go.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Mason Smith on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
18. What's that?
Trying to run for it with Marks. And he's going to have a Texans first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tony.
Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
What's that? What? 18. What's that?
Now, Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk.
3rd down.
And it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
Formation for the
So
Texans.
on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Ready? Crack up. Ready.
Now, faking the give. Forced to his right. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw on the run is complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get 20 on the connection. 1st down, Jacksonville.
It's a gain of 20. And the
Contact
Jaguars
up front.
first down.
Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open right side. That screens the tight end. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's caught downfield by Hunter. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
A gain there of 21. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First down, Jaguars.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This a potential game winner. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A first down throw for Lawrence. Right back to Hunter. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Oh, hey.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, they may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.